Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into NBA stories. Today, we're breaking down one of the strangest championship teams ever, the 2020 Los Angeles Lakers, and how they completely fell apart in just a few short years. The 2020 NBA championship will forever stand apart from every other ring in league history. Played inside the Disney bubble, with no fans in attendance, and no championship parade afterward. The Lakers title was unlike anything we've ever seen. Critics mocked it, labeling it the Mickey Mouse ring, and downplayed its legitimacy. But here's the truth. The Lakers didn't just sneak by, they dominated. LeBron James and Anthony Davis led the way, and within 2 months of resuming play, Los Angeles had marched to its 17th championship. Yet within just a few short years, this team completely unraveled. So how do you go from lifting a trophy in October 2020 to tearing everything apart by 2025? Let's dive in. The Lakers entered the 2019-2020 season with one mission: win now. They traded nearly everything to pair Anthony Davis with LeBron James. And it worked. LeBron was still elite, finishing second in MVP voting, and Davis was at his peak defensively, finishing sixth. Together, they formed arguably the best duo in the league. But what made the roster special was the role players surrounding them. Rajon Rondo controlled the tempo. Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee provided rim protection and rebounding. Danny Green and Avery Bradley spaced the floor. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Alex Caruso, and Kyle Kuzma filled in the gaps. It wasn't flashy, but it was balanced. And that balance made the Lakers the #1 seed in the West, heading into the strangest playoffs ever. Once the postseason began in Orlando, the Lakers proved they weren't just good, they were overwhelming. Against Portland in round 1, Damian Lillard came out hot, stealing game 1. But from there, the Lakers' size and defense suffocated the Blazers, winning 4 straight. In round 2, Houston rolled out their infamous microball lineup, playing without a true center. It worked for a game, but once again, the Lakers' size took over. Davis destroyed mismatches, LeBron dictated pace, and Houston had no answers. Another 4-1 series win. The Western Conference Finals brought a Cinderella story. A young Denver Nuggets team fresh off 2 3-1 comebacks, including a shocking win over the Clippers. But Denver was too inexperienced. Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray weren't fully formed stars yet. The Lakers, with their veterans and championship pedigree, controlled the series in 5. By the finals, Miami's magical run looked unstoppable, until it ran into LA's wall of talent. Davis dominated inside, LeBron closed games, and role players stepped up when it mattered most. The Lakers finished the postseason 16-5, cruising to their 17th championship. But here's the part people forget. The bubble format actually played perfectly into the Lakers' hands. The season paused in March. That gave LeBron at age 35 months of rest, something he never would have had in a normal year. It also allowed Anthony Davis, who was notoriously injury-prone, to enter the bubble completely healthy. For older players and fragile stars, the setup was a blessing. No travel, no back-to-backs, no distractions, just basketball. The Lakers could lock in for 2 months without worrying about 82 games or long-term wear and tear. For that moment, everything aligned. But the structure that helped them thrive would soon vanish, and the Lakers weren't built to survive outside of it. Championship teams often try to bring back their core, but the Lakers made a very different choice. Out went Rondo, Howard, McGee, Bradley, and Green. In came Marc Gasol, Montrezl Harrell, Wesley Matthews, and Dennis Schroeder. On paper, it looked like an upgrade. In reality, it broke the chemistry that made the 2020 team great. Gasol was past his prime. Harrell was exposed defensively in the playoffs. Schroeder gave them scoring, but not the steady shooting or defense. They lost with Green. The Lakers' defense slipped, their offense stagnated, and suddenly the formula didn't look the same. Then came the real dagger: injuries. LeBron rolled his ankle and missed extended time. Anthony Davis struggled with multiple issues, never returning to full strength. Without their 2 stars consistently on the floor, the Lakers stumbled through the season, finishing with a 42-30 record. They entered the playoffs battered and out of rhythm, running into the upstart Phoenix Suns in round 1. Chris Paul and Devin Booker seized the moment, and the Lakers were eliminated in 6 games. Just 1 year removed from their bubble dominance, they couldn't even make it past the opening round. Instead of staying patient, the Lakers panicked. They believed their stars needed a third partner to carry the load. Enter Russell Westbrook. In the summer of 2021, LA sent away Kyle Kuzma, KCP, Montrezl Harrell, and a first-round pick for Russ. The vision? Westbrook would take pressure off LeBron and Davis during the regular season, keeping them fresh for the playoffs. But from the moment he arrived, the fit was a nightmare. Westbrook couldn't shoot, clogged spacing, and demanded the ball. He didn't defend. And with Kuzma and KCP gone, the Lakers had no depth to cover for him. The balance that made them champions was gone, traded away in one move. As if the Westbrook trade wasn't enough, the Lakers doubled down with another mistake. They had to decide between re-signing Alex Caruso or Talen Horton-Tucker. Caruso was everything the Lakers needed: an elite perimeter defender, smart playmaker, and unselfish role player. Horton-Tucker was younger and had flashes of scoring upside, but was unproven. The Lakers chose THT. Caruso walked to Chicago, became a defensive anchor, and later thrived in Oklahoma City. Meanwhile, Horton-Tucker never developed into what they hoped. The Lakers had willingly let go of another piece of their championship DNA. By 2022, the cracks were undeniable. The Lakers weren't a gritty defensive squad anymore. They were a top-heavy, poorly built team. LeBron was still producing at an all-time level, but he was in his late 30s and couldn't do it alone. Anthony Davis was in and out of the lineup, struggling to stay healthy. And Westbrook? He was a constant reminder of what they gave up: depth, shooting, and flexibility. Without their role players, the Lakers were exposed. Teams attacked their weak spacing, overwhelmed their thin bench, and forced LeBron to carry too much. In one of the most shocking trades in NBA history, the Lakers sent Anthony Davis to Dallas in exchange for Luka Doncic. The deal rocked the league. Davis, once seen as LeBron's successor in Los Angeles, was gone. Luka, one of the brightest young stars in the game, was suddenly wearing purple and gold. For the Lakers, it was a gamble to transition into a new era while LeBron was still around. For Davis, it was the end of a partnership that never lived up to its full potential after 2020. That trade symbolized the final dismantling of the 2020 championship team. The blueprint of defense, depth, and chemistry had long been abandoned. And now, even one of the original cornerstones was out the door. What was left was a franchise chasing its next chapter, but haunted by the decisions that tore apart a potential dynasty. By the mid-2020s, LeBron James was still producing numbers no player his age had ever touched. He was breaking records, passing Kareem as the all-time scoring leader, and carrying himself like he was still in his prime. But the context was brutal. The roster around him was a revolving door. Every season, new faces cycled in, role players came and went. The Lakers' identity changed constantly. And while LeBron remained a constant, the team around him wasn't good enough. Instead of competing for titles, the Lakers were battling for playoff spots, and LeBron was forced to shoulder far more than he should have, this late in his career. It was a far cry from 2020, when depth and balance made his job easier. By 2025, the burden was heavier than ever, and it was clear something drastic needed to change. By 2025, the transformation was complete. Anthony Davis, once thought to be the franchise cornerstone after LeBron, was shockingly traded for Luka Doncic in one of the wildest moves in NBA history. Every other member of the 2020 championship roster was gone, either traded, signed elsewhere, or retired. Only LeBron remained, still battling, but surrounded by a completely different team. The Lakers had gone from champions to chaos in record time. The downfall of the 2020 Lakers wasn't just bad luck. It was impatience, bad roster moves, and one disastrous trade that erased everything that made them great. The bubble gave them a title, but instead of building on it, the Lakers tore it down. So what do you think? Was the collapse of the 2020 Lakers inevitable? Or was it one of the most preventable disasters in NBA history? Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this breakdown, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.